Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. Today I'm going to be discussing a topic that is very important to me, something that's very vulnerable for me to discuss, and something that I have noticed is a community that really needs extra love, and that is becoming a stay-at-home mom. One of the biggest changes for me in 2022 is the decision that I have made to stay at home with my daughter. And I have been able to do that because my husband is making enough money to make that happen. So I decided to choose between figuring out daycare with my daughter and keeping a part-time position that didn't really pay too much, or just staying at home, content creating full-time, as well as being a stay-at-home mom. And that's the one that I chose because I'd rather be at home with her, raise her myself, and soak in all of the moments as she's growing up into school. Well, me and my husband were on the same page about that. I'm very thankful for it, but now we're gonna be discussing in this video what it's really like and what it does to you mentally, and also just a word of encouragement to those that have chosen to do the same thing. So by no means do I mean in this video that being a stay-at-home mom is the right decision, or it's better, or am I by any means saying that if you put your child in daycare, you're a bad mom. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that's the choice that I made to be at home with my daughter, and not everybody gets that luxury, so I am thankful for it. I also am not complaining about being a stay-at-home mom. I just think there are struggles that we all face, and we may not all face them the same way, but these are mine. So for me, there is a huge stigma when you make a decision to do that, which I probably made this decision about a month ago. And so now going into 2022, this is the first actual year that I won't actually have a job per se, and I'll be at home with my daughter. And I really feel some type of way about that, and I'll explain. I have a bachelor's degree in business management and marketing. I went to college, I got my degree, and I'm a very driven person. It's hard for me to step down from a career in any standpoint, even if it was something that was just part-time while I was still in school or while I was pregnant, things like that. And I just think that it ended up working out the way it needed to. And so here I am. But for me, it's just hard because I go from making money to not making money. Now relying all on my husband for the finances, where I used to help out. And you do feel some kind of insecurity inside because you're not helping in a financial way, but you have to keep reassuring yourself and reminding yourself that as a stay-at-home mom, you're doing so much more. You are contributing your whole soul and your life to this baby and to your household, and you are cleaning. I'm cleaning, I'm cooking more, and I'm taking care of the baby the entire time that my husband is at work. So really I am doing a job, but it's unpaid. But I'm doing a job that's so important to our family that when I'm saying this, I want those that are stay-at-home moms to remind yourself that you are amazing. And just because you don't make money financially and you're not at a job, that you're still doing a job and you're doing great. So I would say the first struggle definitely was the fact that you have to let go of the fact that you are making money and that you have a career and now you don't. Another struggle being a stay-at-home mom is the fact that even though people think you have time, you really don't have time. This is something I personally complain about and have complained about for many years. And I have a lot of people that, especially in my family, judge me for feeling that way. They wonder how in the world I'm so busy. They claim they are much busier. People that have more kids think that, oh my gosh, you only have one child. Or even before I had her, there was people that were thinking, how could she be busy? She doesn't even have kids yet, blah, blah. Well, circumstantially, everybody goes through stuff. And I personally feel a sense of being overwhelmed when I have too much on my plate. And with how big our family is, and again, I'll say it, my husband and I both have divorced parents. That is a struggle in itself. And breaking it down is insane how many people you have to keep up with, how many people you have to stay in touch with. And I understand that kind of sounds like, well, they're family, you know, oh my God, why would you say that? It sounds like they're a burden. And that's not what I mean. I'm just saying in my mental capacity, like what I can take, it's on an overload. And then you put in there all of the things we're actually dealing with, that we are also trying to manage on top of our own home and our own relationship and our own self and our baby. And we do a pretty good job, but I think for me, and the point I'm getting, is the fact that I don't feel like I have enough time. And when there's this stigma with stay-at-home moms that people think, oh my gosh, you must have so much time at home. That's so amazing. You get to watch your shows. You get to relax and just stay in your pajamas. You get to do whatever you want to do and not go to a job. Yeah, I couldn't fathom going to a job. I don't have the time or the energy to have a job on top of do what I do. So I think that there's a huge issue with people putting the stigma of the fact that stay-at-home moms are lazy, are lucky, and that they're freeloaders. So absolutely so not true. I truly believe that we do more and we don't make money for it. So we're doing it as like, not charity work, but we're doing it out of the heart, the goodness of our heart and in the best intention because we care for our family. Another thing that I think a stay-at-home mom struggles with is, you know, there's this huge stigma. Again, when I became a stay-at-home mom, people were like, make sure you're still socializing, you know, make sure that if you need help, you ask for help. Well, I personally think I mean, I don't have a problem with handling my child. And I think that I actually more so have a lot of people that want to see the baby more than I would hope that I would. So a lot of people say that they don't have people that love their child. I personally don't feel that. I do feel that my child has a lot of people that love her. I think that we have a huge community around us of friends and family that love us, and I don't feel any part of loneliness in this, which is amazing. Not everybody feels that way, but I also think it's circumstantial. I think that depends on when you have a kid. I think it depends on whether you were in high school or straight out of high school having children, or if you were in your late 20s having children. There's a massive difference. You know, I have friends all around me that are now having kids. I have friends all around me that I've built as an adult relationship with friends that accept me having children and becoming a mom, and they respect me, and I love that. I feel like it depends on how big your family is, whether your family's involved, whether all sorts of things. But I do think there's this huge stigma, and I had a couple people try to warn me that I would lose friends or that people would stop talking to me, and that is so not true. That is the farthest thing from the truth. And I think that if you do struggle with that, there are so many people, like a big community of people that are out there for you, are willing to be there for you. And I'm one of them. So if you need somebody, I will put my information in the description box below. I have my TikTok information on there, my Instagram. Feel free to follow me and stay tuned. I go live all the time on TikTok. I try to stay posting funny content and relatable content about stay-at-home moms to try to be lighthearted and lift people up. And there is a community of people out there that are willing to be there for you. You just have to be willing to accept the love. Another thing about being a stay-at-home mom that is quite a struggle would be the fact that your job does not stop. So when you go to a career, an actual job, it's like a 9 to 5, right? Or an 8 to 4. And you clock in, you clock out, or you go and you leave. And then when you leave, you are clocked out. You go home. When you're a stay-at-home mom, that's not the case. It's 24/7, and that's day, night. You know, my husband's gone. I take care of her by myself all day. But before he goes to work, I have a shift that I do myself. We alternate shifts, luckily, where I care for her from 3 a.m. until he wakes up around 7:30. And then he goes to work. So from 3 a.m. all the way to about 4:30 p.m., I have the baby. Then after that, we co-parent up until I go to bed at 8. And then pretty much the only time I do not have her is from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. And I also pump between that time. I also sometimes take over, and I also sometimes stay up late or I can't fall asleep. So there's a small little window of time that I get to myself, and that's to sleep. So I think that we need to be appreciative of our stay-at-home mothers because they are sleep deprived. We are dying to get one night of full sleep, but we just are not doing it. I think being a stay-at-home mom has been so rewarding for me so far. I don't want anybody to think that I'm sitting here complaining about all those things. There's some good things about being a stay-at-home mom too. For instance, like I said, I get to be at home with her at all hours of the day. So that means that I get to endure all those amazing things, all the firsts. I get to talk to her and see her smile and love her. I get to be the one that I know is solely caring for her and raising her, so that I don't have to worry about what she's around and what is influencing her. And so I'm able to protect her in that way. And it's been a wonderful experience so far being her mom. And when you're seeing this, she'll be almost 5 months old. And so it's pretty exciting because I cannot believe how fast it's gone. And now in 2022, I'll have a full year with her here, which is awesome. Another thing I love about being a stay-at-home mom is the fact that I do get to be at home. So I don't have to, you know, get all dressed up and fixed up to go somewhere. I can wear my pajamas and I can wear them proudly. I can make breakfast in my PJs. I can feed her and just hang out on the lazy boy. Yes, there are some pros to being at home, and that's one of them. I can get snacks whenever I want to. I don't have to wait until lunch or leave and go somewhere and get that, or try to remember to pack a lunch. I'm at home, so I have food here. There are some pros. If we have a package coming, I can be here for that package. And a lot of the time, like, I'm home, so if somebody wants to stop by, they can. I do not like, though, when people try to come by day of or even week of that's unannounced to me. That does not sit well with me. People that know that they have children at the house, they need to give you far in advance plans, unless you are the parents of the parents. So the grandparents, that's fine, or siblings. But anything other than that, no random stop-bys. Don't do that. That's definitely a pet peeve. Something for me personally that I love about being a stay-at-home mom is now I can put all my efforts into content creation. So right now the baby's sleeping downstairs. I'm able to film this video and I'm able to put all my efforts in the content creating that I do. Whereas beforehand, I had to go to a job physically every day of the week and I was doing that job there. I couldn't content create there. And so I'm able to actually put more time and effort into the things that I really like doing. I think becoming a stay-at-home mom has opened the doors to a community of people that I wasn't a part of before. I was honestly afraid to be a part of because there's this, again, a huge stigma against moms online. You get shamed, and that's very true. There are a lot of people that shame you for certain things. I'm even concerned sometimes to post things. I'm really concerned sometimes posting things of my daughter in a car seat because even though I know I'm putting her in it right, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people that are shaming me because I'm not doing it right. So I think that is a very toxic thing online, is the fact that people judge moms so bad that it's critiquing them to the T when they're just doing the best they can. But there's an amazing community of women online that are so supportive, and dads, of stay-at-home moms. We can relate together, we can ask each other questions, and it's a very wonderful feeling knowing you're not alone. Well, I think that's all I'm gonna put in this video for today. I just wanted to kind of talk about like becoming a stay-at-home mom, what it's like, the reality of it, some good, some bad. And if you guys have any questions or want me to do any more videos like this, I'm gonna leave the comments open down below. Make sure to comment if you're a stay-at-home mom and you feel the same way. Let me know. If you're somebody that's considering it, but you have some questions, let me know. And if you have any ideas for videos you want me to do about this, let me know. So as always, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click that bell button to be alerted anytime I post. I upload a new video every Monday and Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. As always, stay sassy. Bye guys.